My junior year team, I think we had, I want to say 8 or 9 guys that went Division I, and none of us never seen the state playoffs in Connecticut.
That's crazy.
But that's because he brought them Southern coaches in, but that's for another. That's another conversation.
That was crazy too. Yeah,
that's a whole nother conversation.
So okay, all right. So let's switch over to you, Riddle. You talk about top 5. The crazy thing, and the thing is, you know. You 3 were all in my top 5, right? So, and I always say this about Jamel's. I kind of basketball, like bro.
Yeah, that was my sport.
It was like my freshman year, I'm playing varsity at Berlin, and it's so crazy. We got this kid, Jesse Carlson. He's a pitcher, and he ended up going playing at UConn, and he played at he ended up going to I think playing for the Devil Rays or something like that. Played like 10 years. But he was a baller, lefty, right? So we playing Platt, and Jesse, I ain't gonna front, he gave a little cross, right? Boom, lay-in. Started laughing at you, said something. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Next play, Jesse comes up for a layup. I'm over here. All I see is someone slide out of the air. Pretty much pinned the ball with his elbow. And just looked down at him like that. I was like, yo, what is going on right now? But again, like I said with that, top 5, what's your top 5?
My top 5, no particular order. I'm gonna try to keep it football. There's a guy in my town, he played rival town, Maloney, Paul Young.
Boom.
Player of the year.
You got him.
Like 1990.
So
he whooped our ass.
Because Coach Shaw was telling me this when we were doing it last time with those guys. You know, defend those guys. Like, why is that guy? So I don't know. Paul, so
for me, I was young. I was real young. But I used to remember going up to Seppa, watching this guy tear that field up and down the field.
We played him.
Back.
So you played?
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about Paul Young.
Paul Young, Gatorade player. I think it was 1990 or
yeah, he graduated 90.
Something like that. Probably. When he ended up going to the Navy, he had a nice career in the Navy.
Yep.
You know, still in the Navy. You know, still serving. Yeah, that would be one of the guys that stood out to me as a young kid going to a game, watching the game. Obviously, Buck. I seen him go to Seppa, tear it up against Platt, ran for like 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. Never forget that game. Dwight Freeman, game changer. You know, I seen Dwight do things I never seen a big guy do. Like, we used to play basketball with Dwight against Syracuse, against the Syracuse basketball team. He used to play center for us, and he used to dominate these centers. At 5'11", 6 foot, whatever you want to call it, he used to dunk on these dudes. It was ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous. Let me switch it over to somebody that I actually played against. We played him in the state playoffs. R.J. Anderson. I thought he was. I didn't know of him until that game. You know, I never heard of R.J. We could not tackle that kid.
Oh, Plainville, that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about R.J.
And then went to Syracuse.
Yeah, went to Syracuse, throwing 80-yard bombs, doing all types of, you know.
Yeah.
What was that, 4?
Did you guys get Syracuse?
You got football.
Oh, you got the buffalo chicken, right? And then you got the
I got the chicken piccata.
Chicken piccata.
Actually, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I don't know if you guys know, because I'm a basketball guy. I played basketball.
Thank you.
Like basketball, football. You know, I scouted for both.
You can't name top 5,
This
but that's
guy,
too
I was
much.
gonna name myself. That would be a little too biased.
But everyone did not name themselves besides.
I do give myself props.
That's that old school stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's that old school
But
stuff.
I named myself because somebody else named myself. That's why I named myself.
This find this cat. This cat, he from New Haven, ball player, Bobby Moore.
Ooh.
I should see him do things
Ooh.
I've never seen a guard. We about the same height. This guy could jump out the gym, play all types. You know, he played with your brother. That kid was a problem. Unfortunately,
come fly with me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't get college career. He got, you know, a couple stints or whatever. But the reason I name these guys because they, I not say impact, but they changed my view of the game. Like, so now I want to like bring me some of my game or stuff like that. You know, good too.
B.O.
That's it's hard. It's hard.
Mac and cheese?
It's hard. It's hard when you say athletes because there's so many different people.
Yeah.
Name.
I mean, I can name a whole bunch of people.
Like if I went off athletes, I'm like one of the probably the best athlete that I actually seen was Jerome Young. He ran track for Prince Tech and won an Olympic.
I got a story for you.
He was like the fastest person I ever seen in my life.
Oh, you ain't see me then. So it's a great story. So I used to beat him all the time, right? So he was a year under me. And then my senior year, I ran one meet. That's it. I'm gonna try to get ready for football. And I barely beat him. I'm like, nah, this dude fast as hell. And then the next time I looked on TV, this dude was running in the Olympics. I was like, what the hell? But I could see it. You know, as the years.
By the time his junior, senior year, he was
Jerome Young, Prince Tech.
Ranked, he was All-American track running, and Amari Braswell too did track, did the All-American in the high jump, triple jump.
There was this kid who played basketball. B.O. them probably know this dude. So we played them on year. They went to Hill House. So they were ranked #1 in the state. I'm gonna lead you with this first. We beat them. They were #1. We beat them. But they had this kid like Shamont Antrim. He ended up going to Washington State. You talk about Steph Curry? He was doing that before Steph Curry. If you didn't guard that dude by half court, he was gonna shoot it and make it from right there. And he still looked like RoboCop right now. So I'm like, yo, this dude still ripped up. Looking like he was still, but no baby fat on or nothing.
So let's switch some gears. You got 5, right? Was that your 5? Yeah. So let's switch some gears. And again, you know, we got Syracuse, Delaware State.
Yep.
Right? Let's talk a little bit about your college experience, right? So growing up, you guys played all for the same coach, and then Cam, even you, like going from New Britain High and then going to was it Susquehanna, right?
No, I went to Lackawanna.
Lackawanna. I don't know why I said Susquehanna. Lackawanna, and then from Lackawanna to Delaware State. Let's talk a little bit first. Let's go with Buck about when you know going to Syracuse and just your experience playing for Coach P. And then we can go down the line.
I'm gonna be nice.
And talk about that.
I'm gonna be nice. So first off, they lied to me. So going there, the promise was if it snowed outside, we practice in the dome. So I'm like, oh, it get cold out, practice in the dome. When I got it, so my birthday's October 6th, right? Early. We get there, and it snowed before my birthday. So I'm sitting there like, damn, I think I made a mistake. I ain't never seen it snow that early. So that goes on with it too. But the first cold game we had, and it was snowing like real hard in Syracuse, right? So I'm like, shit, we good. We about to take the bus to the dome anyway. He come in there outside. I'm like, outside? I mean, snow here is nothing like Syracuse. This is like that little blizzard we got last week. That's like baby snow. So all in all, we out there cold, feet frozen. And all I could think about, this damn dude lied to us. Told me in that recruiting trip, when it's cold outside, we go indoors. But when I got in, he actually asked me if I wanted to play offense or defense. I told him it really doesn't matter. I play either one, wherever you need me the most. So he ended up putting me on offense. But then my freshman year, I was a little knucklehead, so I actually ended up, I think, 0.3 grade point average, something like that.
You got 0.3?
0.3. So I think the freedom of just being away kind of messed me up. So the one thing is I met this girl that was on the basketball team. We were in the same class, so we had a little hookup. You go to class, I write your name down. You ain't there, you write my name down. But I think I missed class way more than she missed class. I think so. They end up catching on. So that's when the battle started with me and P. You know, a little arguing and all that. But I had to get a A average next semester to stay in school, and I had to go to summer school. So I kind of figured it out, stopped partying a little bit, figured it out. I got an A average, went to summer school, B+ average, ended up staying the next few years.
But Troy, what about you?
It's crazy because anybody that went to Syracuse, like from our area, would pretty much have the same exact story. Because when I went there, it said you can play off. I'm like, I'm a running back. I'm gonna play running back. They said you gonna give you a shot running back. So when I got up there, they said get a red jersey. I'm like, red jersey? Defense with red jersey. I'm like, oh, just get a red jersey for right now. Then we gonna give you a shot. Then it's like, I never got a shot. So I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like, whatever. But just dealing with, like I said, that weather, man. It was Mother's Day is snowing. It's snowing. It don't, like, Syracuse snow was different, man. But it's like, the thing about it that I really enjoyed the most was, it wasn't so much about the coaches, it was the teammates. Like, even though you went through what you went through, your teammates was always supportive. It was always that. It was always that camaraderie. Was like with certain dudes. Like we had fun. Like we stayed on South Campus. We ain't even stayed with dorm. We had our own separate area, and man, we had a ball up there. Like we
had that better state in the apartments.
Yeah, we
had like luxury apartments.
Yeah, we definitely enjoyed that time up there. But it was like just dealing with just that atmosphere, just having those people that still close to this day. And it's funny because all of us kind of have like the same kind of guys that overlapped each other. Like I left before him, so we are, and he left before me. But all the players, we kind of overlapped and played with a lot of the same players.
So you play corner, right?
Yeah.
Quick question.
We should have a battle.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. You couldn't get out of that. We fought every single day. The thing is, we was roommates.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we used to go at it every day. But the thing that's so crazy is, up there, what you have to understand is, Syracuse, we recruited everywhere back then. So our bulk of our players was from New Jersey, Florida. So us being from Connecticut, we always had to go a little bit harder, a little bit extra for that respect.
Did they respect y'all? Because at Penn State, they had no respect.
Oh, no,
They respected us.
Like
Connecticut dudes, they respected, but it always was that New Jersey. Our football was better. Our football was better. Florida, our football was better. Our football was better. There was like certain individuals like from Connecticut, it was like, you got my respect, so you could always, you around, you good. But as a whole, it didn't really, it was maybe because of the coaches were from Connecticut, and a lot of the players that people felt some type of way about was from Connecticut, but the players that they felt like was genuine and real, down to earth, they kind of accepted us. Like some of my closest friends from New Jersey. So my freshman year, I came in with me, Dwight Freeney, Dave Tyree, boy Keon Walker, Maurice McClain, Willie Ford, Will Hunt, like. They all was from like
names right there,
Jersey and everywhere else, but we was all like cool. But it was like, man, you the only my class. You and Freeman was the only people from Connecticut.
It was me and Horace Dodd for like 20 years. There was no other, like when I went to Penn State, when I was there, guys were just like, you're not even. You from Connecticut? They got football.
Nah, they ended up getting Silas and
But that was after.
Nah,
yeah.
That was way
Kahari.
They thought we were rich. They thought I was like, you from Connecticut? Oh, you rich? Like rich?
Nah. It's like, nah. I'm like, and they learn fast. But Jamel, so let's talk a little bit about your experience at Syracuse and like, even like the recruiting process. So you said that you.
This is fun. This is funny because both these guys come on position change. I got recruited as a DB. A lot of people didn't know that.
Wow.
I got recruited as a DB, so I'm thinking I'm going to Syracuse to play DB. 2 weeks before camp, I get a package. There's all receivers up in here. They teaching me all. I'm like, of course, I didn't care. I wanted to play receiver anyway. I was like, I'll play both, but I really was going to Syracuse to play DB. That was I got recruited to play DB. 2 weeks before camp, switched me to receiver. They were short. They were short receivers.
Same thing happened to me, bro. Joe was like, "You're going to offense."
Yeah.
Like that week. Like I was like, "I don't know the plays." He's like, don't worry, Zach will tell you where to go. That's it. And that's how that happened. But, so, I mean, switching over to offense, was that like, when you say you wanted to play offense?
Yeah,
so
I wanted to play. I really didn't care. I wanted to play D. I wanted to play DB because I had my mind set. I'm going here to play DB. You know.
So they just pretty much swapped.
Flip flop. Yeah, they flipped out. Yeah, basically.
Hey, Coach P lying like that?
Yeah, you know, that's the recruiting process. Yeah, they tell you what they want to hear. You know, that's how it is.
That's crazy.
But as far as like experience wise, I had a ball. I mean, probably too much fun. To be honest, you know. But piggybacking on what Victoria's saying, like the camaraderie that we had from our teammates, what made it the best for me, like the memories. I remember all that stuff. Like